Hi, I'm Maria Neider, and this is Worth Knowing. We're hearing a lot about the cyclospora outbreak, lots of concern and confusion over this. I'm going to dive right into it. This is dominating news headlines as the FDA works to track down the source of the second outbreak. The FDA and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention are currently conducting traceback investigations as well as patient interviews for this separate cluster, which as of now involves at least 72 reported cases as of July 26th when we're recording this show. The outbreak has many people avoiding lettuce, I have to admit, and shopping at local farmers markets where the produce is grown locally and then not distributed from out of state or across borders. So that's our first topic on the show. The cyclospora outbreak, I'll take a look at the latest numbers, where this outbreak started and when, and what you can do to protect yourself and your family. Also ahead, a trip of a lifetime for our nation's heroes. The Honor Flight Network has expanded eligibility for veterans to take this free flight to Washington, D.C. It's now open to Desert Shield and Desert Storm veterans. We'll take you to the incredible welcome home celebration following the last flight and hear from 2 local veterans. And then it's back due to popular demand. I'll show you how to make a popular summer party trend that's perfect for pool parties or an upcoming graduation celebration. So we have all of that to look forward to. And I have a special guest in the studio with me today. This is my son, Luke, and he actually joined us on the last 2 honor flights. So we're really excited to hear from you about that experience, Luke. And the second flight was actually a bit of a surprise. We had a couple of guardians not able to make it due to personal reasons, and you were asked to step up again. What was that like?
It was an incredible opportunity. Immediately upon hearing it, I took it right up. I feel this is the best way to pay respect to these nation's heroes. So yeah.
Yeah, it really was. And it was neat that I got to join you on the flight twice now and be a part of that incredible welcome home celebration. It happened right after the 4th of July. So everybody in the spirit of celebrating America's 250th birthday. What was that crowd like for you?
Oh my gosh, it was incredible. It was compared to the first one, it was truly a sight to see all those people here or there wanting to support our heroes. So yeah.
And it's a very emotional event too. You could see that transformation as you come off the plane with your veteran.
Absolutely, yes.
There's a lot of hugs, a lot of tears, happy tears, mixed emotions, really. And we'll get to talk to you a little bit more a little later in the show. And I also want to take this time to thank Jay, our director, who jumped right in here. Jay, you can take the bird's eye view. I know he doesn't want to, but it's a Sunday. So, hey, thanks, Jay, for figuring this all out at the last minute so that we could put on this show and put together something special. I really appreciate it.
No problem. I couldn't find that wide view for so long. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
They got to see you finally.
We're winging it.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's the weekend, and we appreciate it. We're getting this show done.
Yeah.
And I thank you a lot for that, Jay. Thank you.
No problem.
All right, so the cyclospora outbreak. This now includes at least 1,947 infections and 98 hospitalizations with illness onset dates ranging from June 22nd to July 20th. No deaths reported so far. The FDA said it expects to continue to see the number of confirmed cases rise despite the recall due to the fact that it can take as long as 6 weeks for CDC and state officials to determine if a sick person is actually part of the outbreak. So here's a look at the FDA website. And Jay, if you don't mind scrolling down, this has a map showing the states that have reported illnesses and then the product distribution map. And you see in the blue below, Missouri and Arkansas are included on that map. So here's what we know. On July 16th, the FDA said there was evidence connected to shredded iceberg lettuce used at Taco Bell restaurants to at least 1,644 cases of this and 94 hospitalizations in Indiana, Kentucky, Michigan, Ohio, and West Virginia. On July 17th, the FDA announced that Taylor Farms of Mexico was the supplier of that lettuce, and Taylor Farms initiated its recall of all iceberg lettuce shipped to the U.S. market. In addition to this, the Taco Bell restaurants, the recalled lettuce products were sent to Walmart stores, Jack in the Box restaurants, and major food service distributors, including Sysco, between June 29th and July 16th. So this lettuce, according to Taylor Farms, was shipped to 27, I'm hearing now 28 states, including Missouri and Arkansas. So this is something that we're following closely. This is part of a broader effort, this investigation, to identify the source of an outbreak of intestinal illnesses that has affected people in at least 41 states in recent months. So this is part of a much broader investigation. The list of implicated products includes Walmart's house brand Market Side, and this was confirmed by a Walmart spokesperson. The company has removed 4 bagged iceberg lettuce salad products from select Walmart stores in the 28 states linked to the recall. So here's what you need to look for. Symptoms usually begin in about 1 week after becoming infected. And the top symptom is, you've heard about it, the explosive diarrhea. So watery diarrhea is the most common symptom, followed by stomach cramps and pain, bloating and increased gas, extreme tiredness or fatigue, and then loss of appetite and weight loss. The FDA says if not treated, the illness can lead to dehydration and severe complications that may require higher levels of care. You may end up in the hospital. And these complications may last from a few days to a month or longer. Symptoms may seem to go away and then return 1 or more times, so relapse. And then if you have a compromised immune system, you really do need to be careful. You're at a greater risk of developing severe symptoms and needing medical attention or hospitalization. So federal health officials urge you to see your doctor or a healthcare provider if you think you're infected. So here's what you can do to help protect yourself. Throw away any of the recalled lettuce. Don't hesitate on that. Wash all produce properly before eating it. Make sure the sink is clean, running water, avoid the cross-contamination. Make sure your hands are clean. That's a really easy one. You can use a colander for this, a soft brush or cloth to clean the produce. A salad spinner works as well. Make sure you clean with kitchen towels or paper towels to dry off the produce. And this is something I know a lot of people do. Although water is all the CDC, FDA, and USDA recommend to clean produce, a solution of 1 part white vinegar and 3 parts of water is effective at reducing bacteria on your produce. So there you go. That's what you can do to help protect yourself, help keep this bacteria at bay. For the latest on the outbreak or the recall, go to the FDA website or the CDC website, and we'll, of course, be following this on ozarsfirst.com. We have our special guest in the studio, my son Luke, and he had the opportunity to go on the most recent honor flight. We're going to talk to him a little bit about that and hear from 2 local veterans after this. Welcome back. The countdown is on to the next honor flight to Washington, D.C. Applications are now open to Gulf War veterans, those who served in Desert Shield and Desert Storm. And my son Luke, who just graduated from high school, had the honor of joining 2 veterans on this incredible trip. And we just took the July 7th flight together and had an amazing welcome home celebration at the Springfield Branson National Airport, partnering with us this time to get the word out and get a lot of people to show up and give them an incredible welcome home, one that many of them did not receive when they returned home the first time from serving. So Luke, if you could tell people what that was like this time, walking off the plane with your veteran and his reaction.
Absolutely. It was definitely an experience, a very emotional one for these veterans of ours. Just seeing everybody hugging and shaking hands, there was a lot of respect and definitely the proper welcome home they deserved.
And with your veteran this time, he had friends who died in Vietnam, and that was a very emotional part for you to go to the wall with him.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
And he got some help in finding the names and got to make a copy of them to take them with him. And he shared with you his best friend, right?
Yes, yeah.
His best friend was one of them. Why don't you share with people how you got involved with Honor Flight the first time? So this was something that was a passion of yours because you want to serve in the military.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, so it was presented to me by Mr. Snyder that if I could raise the money, I could have a seat on the first honor flight of mine. And so I made a video. I put a video out there requesting people's help, and that any money that I made over my seat ticket price, I would donate to the program. And so people were extremely generous, and we raised over $2,000. And so after paying for my seat ticket, I was able to donate $1,500 to the Honor Flight of the Ozarks program.
Which was pretty amazing.
It was.
The
It
response
truly
we
was.
received, I think that we raised enough money for your seat in the first, I mean, it was a couple hours. It was quick. And so that was an incredible donation to be able to
It truly was. Yeah.
hand over. So here's a look at our July 7th flight this year and that incredible welcome home. What does it mean for you to walk through the gates here, return home to that kind of reception?
Kind of makes you want to cry. I'm real proud of my country.
What was this reception like for you to walk through this? Can you describe it as best as
It's mind-blowing because when I came back the first time, I spent 3 tours there. The first time I came back through Seattle. It wasn't bad. The second time I came back through San Francisco. That was not so good. People were spitting on you and yelling you baby killer.
The day I come home from Vietnam, it was up in San Francisco. So yeah, there's a lot of difference. And
the same type of cheering?
no, it wasn't.
Did you expect this?
No. We had quite a few at DC, but this is unbelievable.
What did you expect going into this?
I had no idea, but it just dazzled my mind. I couldn't believe there's that many people that actually would come out and welcome home. I mean, 50 years later, it was really something. Really something.
I've been to DC a lot, but going with these guys was a great time. And I'm very, very proud to be a veteran.
Any of the memorials really stand
Oh,
out?
the Vietnam one. I have several friends that are on the wall, and it's the way that is.
You found the names?
I did.
Did you have a favorite thing that stood out on the trip?
Iwo Jima. I hadn't seen that for some reason. I hadn't seen that. And I hadn't seen Korean. I haven't been there in like 20 years.
Oh, just so much appreciation for Honor Flight and for you and for this guy Luke over here.
It was truly an honor to be able to be with one of our nation's heroes and many of them all around. I think that's the greatest part for me. And to look at these guys is truly an inspiration to me and to hopefully one day follow in their footsteps.
What was this like compared to the other homecoming?
Oh my, it was huge. It was amazing. I honestly don't have the words to describe it, but it was breathtaking and the energy was definitely there.
Did you see the difference made in the veterans?
Absolutely.
What did you see?
I saw people hugging their loved ones and connecting and shaking hands. It was truly a sight to see.
It just, I just can't believe the volunteers that put this on and the people that give. And they named a bunch of stuff that we could get in on, and I want to start helping out with that. I just think that this is the greatest program there. I've never seen nothing like this.
Really emotional, and one part that you don't see in that video is mail call on the plane, and that's something very special for the veterans.
It is. It really is. I remember my first honor flight, the mail call, seeing him open the package and seeing the letters all the little kids had written him. And I remember him looking it over at me and saying, "Oh, these are the good ones."
Yeah.
And that really took me back to whenever I was a little kid writing those to our veterans.
Yeah, those messages mean so much. And here's something, if you can't volunteer or make it as a guardian on a trip, here's something very simple that you can do. And one of the veterans surprised me bringing it up.
But I got to tell you, I love being told about veterans. And I was in prize cutters about 10 years ago, and you were with your two little kids, and you come up to me, and that meant a lot.
I don't even remember that.
I know, but I do. I remember that, and that was great.
It's your service.
It's a great deal.
Thank you so much. It makes me choke up like hearing that right now. It's as easy as that. Just say thank you. And so applications are open now. The next flight is October 21st, and the eligibility is open now to Desert Shield and Desert Storm veterans. More information, go to honorflightoftheozarks.org, and there you can click on there to also find ways to volunteer. All of the information is right there. We're always looking for sponsorships as well. Just ahead, it was a hit at Luke's graduation party, the Dirty Soda Bar. I'll show you how to put one together right after this. A popular summer party trend is sweeping social media right now, the Dirty Soda Bar. And this is something I did for my son's graduation party. It was a huge hit. Everyone enjoyed making their own drinks. And it actually started in 2010 by a company called Swig in Utah. They had the first drive-through fountain soda shop where guests could customize their beverages by adding different syrups, fruit purees, and toppings, and also some creamers. So I'm going to walk you through what I did to put this together for my son's party. It was nice because guests could make their own drinks. It's a drink station and then also a do-it-yourself experience, and you're not stuck behind the bar other than just stocking up on the garnishes and the sodas. And definitely you want to have lots of bags of ice for this. So I'm going to walk you through what we did, starting with the menu here. You'll want to put out a menu so your guests have some guidelines if they've never heard of what this is. So I went on Canva to create this. I just looked up a drink or beverage template, and then I plugged in some of the top drinks I found under Swig. And so what I did, the Texas tab is on the top here, then Shark Attack, Big Booty Judy, Raspberry Dream, Peaches and Cream, and then the Dirty Root Beer Float. So I printed this out, and then they had a guideline. I bought all the sodas. Definitely stock up on Dr. Pepper if you use this same list, because I ran out of Dr. Pepper, but a good friend made a run to the gas station for me. So definitely get lots of soda, and it's fun to get extra garnishes because then kids will help themselves to the candy and they're not even making a drink. So I got on Amazon the cups for this, the lids. You could do festive straws with the blue and white, and then I have the disposable ones here. I also got the two most popular creamers or creams. So this is just a sweet cream, and then this is the popular coconut cream. You could also have just half and half. In front here are the fruit purees. Raspberry was a popular one I noticed, so I got that. I also just got strawberry in case someone wanted to switch it up. Cream of coconut, and then peach puree here. With the cream of coconut, the trick with this one, because it separates, you'll notice it says to shake well. And on that note, I also bought a bar mat to put out because this can get a little sticky and messy, and that you can just throw in the dishwasher. I don't know where that ended up after the party. And I don't have it out here. I did, but handy wipes just off to the side in the counter because of handling the syrups. So the syrups here, I got 3 Tarani syrups. The hard one to find is the blue raspberry because it's so popular. I did buy that on Amazon. The pumps, make sure when you're ordering that they fit the Tarani syrups because there's a bunch out there that do not. So I bought that and assumed it would fit this other brand, and it didn't. But people just went with it, and it was just fine. To make it a little special, we did go to Sonic and get the fun Pebble Ice. Let's start with the Texas tab. So that is a Dr. Pepper drink. So I'm going to fill my slushy ice now. It's getting slushy. Top that off with Dr. Pepper. And then this will be the vanilla syrup. You can see by my display that that was one of the popular ones. And then this will be coconut cream. And you can choose to put some of the cream of coconut, or you can just go ahead and put coconut cream in there. And the fun part is they build them themselves. You grab a fun straw. and that's the Texas tab. I really thought these were going to be sweeter, but they're not. They're not really. Shark Attack, this is the one that comes with the gummy. And I heard from the boys and the girls that this was a really cool idea, so the seniors approved of it. Shark Attack is Sprite, and then the blue raspberry. And again, blue raspberry was hard to find. I just bought that off Amazon. The other syrups I actually found at TJ Maxx and Marshall's. Not where you would expect to find them, but in that impulse section at checkout and then back in the kitchen area. So then this one takes the blue raspberry. You get some good color with this one. Look here, and the gummy shark, and I guess that's it. So let me top this off. Oh no, yeah, that's right. And then you put your shark in there. Okay, that one's a really pretty drink. These aren't as sweet as I thought they would be, actually. Maybe I'm a sweet tooth and didn't know it. The Big Booty Judy. And that one, Big Booty Judy, is a Coke with the raspberry puree. And I did have varieties of Diet Coke, Diet Dr. Pepper as well. Raspberry, vanilla, and a lime. So Diet Coke. Let that settle. Raspberry puree, not the strawberry. And then that one had vanilla. So I'm just going to take this out. About 2 pumps is what they say for these 16-ounce cups. I was kind of short on that first one. And then a lime. Then you can squeeze the lime in there, put that in there. Do a blue one for this one. And this is the Big Booty Judy. That one's really good with the raspberry and the lime. So got a little bit of the citrus, and the raspberry gives it just a little bit of a bite. And some of these are obviously like they're going to be sweeter with the creams in them. Let's try to get through one more drink. We'll do the peaches and cream, and that is a Dr. Pepper one too. Peaches and cream is Dr. Pepper, peach syrup, vanilla, and this is the peach that I have to eyeball because I don't have a... It's going to be very peachy. Vanilla, and then this one gets sweet cream and a gummy peach. So this is the sweet cream here. And a gummy peach. Lid would help. Perfect, a little peachy.